Your manner of speech is very much like your father.
People have told me that, and this is becoming increasingly, I think, noticeable in terms of the idiosms, the way we use our arms, the way we use our hands. So I'm slowly morphing into him. Not too much, I hope.
Oh, Lord.
That's Ivanka Trump, current White House advisor and first daughter to the president. Long before she secured an office in the West Wing, Ivanka attended boarding school, where she modeled on the side, gracing the cover of 17 and appearing in a spread for Elle. The same year, she hosted Miss Teen USA, where she hung out with the computer guys.
Hi, I'm here with the computer guys.
Her successful stint with modeling eventually came to an end. As she explained in her book, The Trump Card, models were the meanest, cattiest, bitchiest girls on the planet, entitled, unsupervised, undereducated, pampered teenagers whose every success came as a direct result of someone else's disappointment.
You stumble upon yourself and you're like, oh.
After graduating in 2004 from Wharton Business School, she became a member of the board on her father's reality show, The Apprentice.
Ivanka, what do you think?
I think it's interesting.
Around that time, she launched her very own fashion company, the products of which are not made in America.
As president, one of my highest priorities is to restore American manufacturing.
A Washington Post examination found Ivanka's brand relies totally on foreign workers and is behind much of the clothing industry in overseeing how the men and women in its supply chain are treated.
Happy shopping.
And in 2009, she married Jared Kushner, now her father's senior advisor. If her life had gone differently, that job could have gone to one of her previous beaux, Topher Grace, Lance Armstrong, and this guy. A year later, she and her husband popped up on hit teen drama Gossip Girl, a show about rich Upper East Side socialites. They played themselves. The same year, she walked out of a theatre showing Sex and the City because it was a, quote, 2.5-hour infomercial. A few years later, she walked into her father's 2016 presidential campaign. Ivanka served as a spokesperson for her father on the campaign trail and even used her appearance at the RNC to do an infomercial of her own, promoting her fashion line. However, she didn't vote for her father in the primary election. She missed the deadline to change her registration from independent to Republican and had to sit on the sidelines with her brother Eric. And it was fine. With her father's win came an even bigger stage with more opportunities to promote her brand, which she did. She was accused of trying to monetize the presidency after she sent out an email blast about an original piece from her fine jewelry line that she wore during a 60 Minutes appearance. Although many have thought that Ivanka would bring moderation to her father's extreme stances, she has so far failed to move the needle.
I speak up frequently, and my father agrees with me on so many issues. And where he doesn't, he knows where I stand.
But Ivanka has stood far, far away from her father whenever he casually drops a huge policy bomb. She and her husband were hitting the slopes skiing during the first failed healthcare vote, and they were in Vermont when the president failed to condemn Nazis. Although Ivanka says she wants to narrow the gender pay gap, she backed the White House's decision to end an Obama-era policy that required business owners to record and release data about how much they pay their employees. But she doesn't have to worry about the pay gap. Her new position is unpaid.
My family has money and they can support me, but I model because I love to model.